Welcome, welcome. If you are in need of some tough love and accountability, you are in the right class. So come on in, grab a coffee, grab a seat, and let's get started. But before we get started with today's lesson, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And thank you guys so much for 100 subs. All right, classmates, I figured I would give y'all a throwback since y'all are probably at home, snowed in, the roads are bad, whatever the case may be. So today's lesson comes from Chelsie, Janea, and she's going to be talking about losing friends.
I just feel like I talked about how I was going to be going through like this season of isolation because I could just feel it.
Now, when you say you're going through a season of isolation, I'm instantly thinking like, okay, you don't want to deal with anybody. You don't want to be in the presence of nobody. You don't want to go nowhere. And that sounds extreme to me. So maybe this is when she was going through her breakup.
I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like or what it was going to feel like or what all it was going to entail. But I felt it coming. That being said, I lost a friend and I don't know. I'm one of those type of people, like I know a lot of people know me, and I'm the type of person that know how to be social and then go home afterwards. Like, we don't have to exchange numbers. We don't have to, kick it forever. Like, it could be a one-off. I'm cool with that.
I don't know. I kind of felt like when Chelsie moved to Atlanta, she was like on a hunt for friends like right away. It was like every week, every video, there's a new friend, a new person. Like, it just seemed like a lot of new people at first.
But when I like you and we become friends, baby, if we locked in, ain't no switching up. We friends.
Yeah, and see, I didn't really understand like her take on friendship because it seemed like any new person she met, they was on camera. They was a friend. She was at their apartment. They was at her apartment. So really it was hard to keep up with who was the actual friend and who was the person that you just did the one-off with.
So with that being said, I really, like, honest to God, true, I really don't lose friends like that, because if we make it to that level, like, we locked in for real.
Okay, and this is why I got a question. What happened to Taja? What happened to your friends from Jacksonville? The girls from LA? It seemed like friends kind of just came and went with Chelsie.
But I recently lost a friend, and I don't know, I kind of feel some type of way about it. That's why I'm talking about it. Like, it's cool. No, I'm not reaching out to the person, so don't ask. And the reason why is because, okay, first of all, let me just say, I do feel like a lot of friendships, adult friendships, end because of poor communication or miscommunication or stubbornness. I don't want y'all to think I'm being stubborn or I'm just being a bitch or whatever.
Every time somebody starts off something like, oh, don't think I'm being this, or not to be rude, I'm instantly thinking that way. But yes, I do agree with you. I do feel like adult relationships end because of the communication. But you also have people that are stubborn and hard-headed and they don't want to put in the work into these friendships. Because when you think about friendships at a young age, oh, y'all just hanging out because y'all got the same class. Y'all hanging out because y'all live in the same neighborhood and y'all grew up together.
I felt like I communicated how I felt, and I felt like it was not taken into consideration at all. With that being said, I don't know what else you want me to do. Like, I've done all I could do.
I don't know. Sometimes we say I've done all I can do based on what our standards, our needs are. And we really aren't considering the other person's feelings. So maybe you should have communicated that with your friend and asked them, hey, what else can I do to help this relationship? Or how can I be a better friend to you?
It just kind of sucks a little bit because I really did value this person as my friend. I enjoyed them as a friend, and I miss them. Yeah, I miss this person.
Okay, well, if you miss this person and you enjoyed them being your friend, then maybe you should have put your pride to the side and reached out to them and put a little bit more effort into the friendship.
But I kind of do feel like honest to God truth, I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not trying to make it seem any type of way, but I do feel like this friendship was just seasonal.
And I wish you would have gave a little bit more context, because why do you consider your friendship seasonal? If you're saying you miss this person so much, you had so much fun with this person, why would you consider their relationship a seasonal one? Because to me, it just sounds like your relationships or your friendships are disposable.
And I can accept that, even though, you know, it's not what I want. I tell y'all all the time, like, take me out of it. I want what God wants for me. And if this didn't align with my future or what God wants for me, then take it away.
Well, you can't be asking God to take things away from you when you haven't done the work. If you've given up on your friendship, that ain't God taking it away from you. That's you just ending the friendship. But had you put more work into it, had you tried a little harder in your friendship, your friend might still be your friend.
I'm so serious, but my flesh, you know, my flesh misses the friendship. My flesh misses hanging with this person. But I do, like, if I can sit down and I can be honest with myself, I really, really, really do feel like it was just seasonal, unfortunately. I said how I felt to this person, and I really had hopes that things would get better, but it didn't. And I'm the type of person, like, I feel like this, like, you my friend, you know all my business, I know all your business, you know, you knew I was moving. And I feel like for you not, like, you watching my stories, so you watching my stories, you know, you somewhat interacting or whatever, but you watching my stories, you doing this, you doing that, you posting, you know, you still living your life still going on. You can't send a simple congrats on Instagram. You don't even have to text me. So that's why I feel like it's beef.
I mean, that is weird knowing that, okay, you're moving, this is a big accomplishment for you, and you ain't getting no congrats, you ain't getting no, oh, you need some help moving, nothing. That is weirdo behavior.
Because at first I didn't feel like it was beef. I just kind of felt like, you know, like, maybe it was just like a little bit of stubbornness, whatever. Like, I get it. But that's like I'm the type of friend, like, no matter what's going on in life, if I see you got something going on, I'm going to be there for you. Even if we haven't spoke, even if we not cool at the time, if you're my friend and you got something going on, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm going to say something. I see you got a new job, you posting it on Instagram, obviously you want, you know, you're happy about it. I'm going to say congrats. You know, you sad about something, I'm praying for you, anything.
And I think that's a great trait to have as a friend, but that friend could have low-key been hating on you. What y'all think? Y'all think the friend was a little jealous, or y'all think that they had some other issues going on and that's why she didn't congratulate her?
You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like it's a little beef, and that just kind of made me feel some type of way, because, like, what's the beef? Like I said, the last time I was with this person, or I talked to this person, I did express how I felt. Now, I will say, it probably wasn't put in the best manner at the time, because, child, we was drunk, but...
Yeah, see, now we get to the bottom of it, because, okay, if you're drinking and you're drunk, that is not the right time to be having no deep conversation, because half the time y'all don't even remember the shit anyway. And then you be talking all reckless to the person, not caring how they feel about it, falling asleep during the conversation. Hell, the girl probably didn't even remember it.
I did say how I felt. And that was the last time, you know, I seen this person, I spoke to this person. So I don't know.
Yeah, see, that don't count. Chelsie should have reached out again just to make sure, with a sober mind.
I'm not asking y'all what y'all do in this situation or anything like that, because I already told y'all I ain't reaching out.
Yeah, girl, you got to put that pride to the side, put that ego to the side, and do better in your friendships, because it's giving. You just let them go easily without a care in the world.
But I just wanted to talk about that, and I just wanted to talk about how everybody and everything isn't meant to be like this permanent thing in your life. I would always feel like, especially like growing up, because before moving to Atlanta, I had the same friends. I didn't have any new friends. Like, I had these same friends.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Who said you got to get new friends because you moved somewhere new? I mean, it might be cool to have, but that's how you end up in them situations. And then your old friends be thinking that you done abandoned them. You don't talk to them no more because your circle different. You move different. It can be tricky.
And I felt like, you know, no new friends. You don't make new friends. Like,
at the same time, I don't see nothing wrong with meeting somebody solid and keeping them around. But everybody, no.
Or people don't leave out of your life, or, you know, who's ever in your life stays there. That's how I used to feel. And it's like, no, you grow, you move on, you outgrow people. You know, y'all may not have anything in common anymore. Like, you are allowed to leave out of your life, even though, like, you know, obviously we don't want people to leave out of our lives, but If that's what's best for them, do what's best for you, boo.
One thing I will say though, like making friends as adults or keeping friends as adults, it's real tricky at times. Because when you're younger, your friends are not worried about, oh, are you married? Are you single? Like you will have women that only want to hang out with married women, only want to hang out with pretty women. It gets really weird.
I am the biggest advocate for do what's best for you.
Yeah, I agree. Do what's best for you with limitations because you don't only want to just be doing for you and disregarding how other people feel.
No matter how it makes the other person feel, because I feel like a lot of times in life we don't do what's best for us because we're so stuck on how this may make somebody else feel. And while I think it's very important to be considerate and to be empathetic with people and their emotions, you have to care about how you feel and how this will affect you. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with being a little selfish, but don't be too selfish to the point where all of your friends are disposable.
yeah, and it's a way to do everything. It's just a way to do everything. Like, but yeah, that's the conversation I wanted to have. Let me zoom out some, child.
And that is a wrap for this lesson, y'all. Tell me something. I want to know, what is friendship like for you in your age group? And tell me if you've experienced the seasonal friendship thing. Until next time, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see y'all in the next lesson. Class is out.